Okay, now, sailors and pirates are a superstitious bunch by nature, and the last place they want to end up is in Davy Jones's locker. But just who is this mysterious Mr. Jones, and what exactly does he keep in his locker?
Davy Jones is a deeply damaged and isolated individual. He's famous in mythology for having torn out his own heart in an effort to never feel that way again. He's wounded so deeply, he's so heart-sick, that he determines that rather than live that way, he will live a kind of semi-life, a kind of half-death, half-life, as long as it means he doesn't have to feel anything anymore. So he tears out the center of all feeling, in other words his heart, puts it in a locker and buries it at the bottom of the sea.
Davy Jones is the last step. He's the guy. He's the guy that, once your number's up, if Jack had made some sort of deal, made an agreement with Davy Jones some years prior, and you know, the jig is up and it's time for Jack to pay his debt. Of course, Jack is going to try to avoid that at all costs, but Davy Jones is the end all. He is life and death, most assuredly death.
Davy Jones made a deal with Jack Sparrow that Jack could have the Black Pearl and be the captain of the Black Pearl for 10 years. And at the end of the 10 years, he owed Davy Jones something. And when Davy Jones says it's time to pay up, Jack says, wait a second, I didn't really mean that. But you don't do that to Davy Jones. And so Davy Jones comes after him.
You owe me your soul, and it's time to pay up.
Please welcome Davy Jones, Bill Nighy.
How are you doing?
Fine. Now, I know you've had a few premieres here in London now, you know, Hitchhikers, Love Actually, all the rest of it, but this tops them.
This is probably the biggest one I've ever been involved in, yeah, I think so. And we just did the one in Los Angeles, which was equally massive. And I don't think I've ever been in a movie that was this eagerly awaited, because everybody loved the first movie so much. And it's a big thrill to be a part of the second one.
Yeah. And obviously, being part of this film, you automatically qualify for heartthrob status.
Don't be ridiculous. You need professional help. No, I don't think. I think they've got that covered. Between Orlando and Johnny, I think that area is well covered.
You see, I actually think this is one of your more attractive roles, Bill.
Then you seriously need professional help. I am a squid. I'm a little bit of a crab, but mostly squid, as you can see. I think my mother might just be able to recognize me, but short of that, I don't think anyone will.
But I've got to say, I mean, the cast is phenomenal. It's a really good British presence as well.
Yeah, no, it's weird, really, because you're in a big American Hollywood movie, and yet I think the Americans, well, I know the Americans are in the minority, so it was quite a cool experience, because you got to hang out, you know most of the people involved, very cool people, very classy cast, as you say, and we had a gas.
Yeah. Oh, cool, although it was in a very hot Caribbean.
Yeah, that's true. I got lucky there, because I didn't have to wear a costume, and everybody else was sweltering in their fancy pirate stuff, and I got to hang loose in my pajamas.
I keep the boy 99 souls.
But I wonder, Sparrow, can you live with this? Can you condemn an innocent man, a friend, to a lifetime of solitude in your name while you roam free?
Yep, I'm good with it. So we seal it in blood? I mean, ink?
We'll be back with more from the premiere of Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest in a few minutes, when I will be talking to Captain Jack Sparrow himself, so don't go away. Welcome back to the premiere of Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest at the Odeon Leicester Square, as some of the stars of the film make their way down the red carpet. Okay, now it's an active life being a pirate, what with all the sword fights and barroom brawls, and so the cast and crew of Dead Man's Chest were forced to push themselves physically. Now, some of the action scenes in the film are both hilarious and visually stunning, so let's find out some more about how they were put together.
There's a lot more physical adventure in this movie than the first one.
We've got an amazing stunt team, really amazing, and they have been my favourite bits of filming so far, actually, the fight sequences.
Jump into a sail, get a knife out, slash it, slide down, it's like real Errol Flynn stuff.
The stage direction in an earlier draft of the script said something like, it's like the final scene of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and so begins the biggest sword fight in the history of films.
We have this enormous sword fight on this huge wheel.
We spent many days doing crazy fights, going up and down and round and round.
I was in the wheel. I was literally in the wheel at one point. It was just exhausting, man. It was days and days and days of that.
It takes meticulous planning to physically put this together, but the wheel was not designed for people.
You have to rig a camera inside it and then outside it.
It was so bizarre that it was completely appealing.
Nice. All right, very nice.